album was called Lifeblood. You spent some time in New York recording it, I believe.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to cut up your passport post-millennium.
Actually, last time we were on here, if you remember, I said we were working with an American producer in New York.
You wouldn't tell me who it was?
Ross Robinson. And
Yeah, well.
Yeah, he does White Stripes or something like that.
Yeah, well, I was just picking
Bruce Fairbairn.
So Mutt Lang. I was just picking. I did say Mutt Lang. I was just picking names out of a hat, and I didn't pick Tony Visconti. Of course, the legendary famed producer, well known for his work with Mr. David Bowie and now Manic Preachers. Did my research. Neil Arm, there you go. So did you enjoy your time away from home, Nicky? How'd you find it?
Oh, it was brilliant. It was the impetus for the record. Yep. We did 4 weeks, we did 4 tracks, and he just gave us our confidence back. He's a real, true gentleman, you know, a lovely old school producer who just regaled us with wonderful stories. And
excuse me if I rewind for a second though. You say you got your confidence back. I mean, you released Know Your Enemy. Okay, it wasn't like the enormous sales success you'd had in the past, but it was a great record. The fans loved it. Lipstick Tracers closed the chapter. And why were you lacking confidence at a certain point?
I think when you're confronted with your own history, and your own past, I think you just kind of I think, you know, when you're confronted with it and you go through it like an old photo album, you just inevitably think, can I be as good as that again?
We always judge ourselves against our best kind of records, what we perceive as our best records. So we're very hard on it.
We knew we could be as bad as Love Sweet Exile or Stay Beautiful, but we didn't know if we'd be as good as Motorcycle Intimacy. I'd just
like to also point out that the JD Beats opinions are not necessarily the opinions reflected by those here on Gonzo, or in fact the fans of the Manic Preachers who are now watching the show who are going, what? How can you say that's bad?
Stay Beautiful is alright, actually. I like Stay Beautiful.
And you're proud of this new record? You happy?
Just think we've reached an inner peace within ourselves. I think we've learned to really trust each other implicitly again. And you know, it's quite a grown-up record. It might not be for a 16-year-old kid who loves the Killers. That's just the nature of where we are.
You can't be following them trends, though. You never have. So what's the point of starting now? Do you know what I mean? You've got to make the record that's right for you as a band.
Yeah, I think you've got to realise that. I think there's nothing worse than some old haggard bunch of musicians trying to...
You're hardly struggling, man. You know, you can get off with an arena tour. It's hardly back to the fucking underworld in Camden, is it? You know what I mean? It's all good. Life is good.
No, it is. It is good at the moment. We're just... we're centred.
Yeah, right on. And, you know, a big part of the reason for that is a brand new single video called The Love of Richey, and we're going to play that right now. Going to come back and hang out, a little guitar dueling, a little verbal dueling. We'll talk about rugby and some beer as well, maybe. Manic Preachers, ladies and gentlemen, today. It's good. It's good. But you know what I love about you, Nick, is that you listen. You're listening still.
I listen all the time to every single thing, non-stop. Flicking. I drive these insane with it.
What about you, James? Do you listen to sort of like to new albums when they come out? Do you follow what your friends have to say? Go check this band out. Do you go on your buy it or?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, kind of like. I'm usually in the kind of like precarious position of saying I like an album and then just like for a week he just goes, why?
Yeah.
Like the Mark Lanigan album.
Yeah.
It's like, he just doesn't quite understand why I like that.
No, but then you don't understand why I love Goldie Looking Chain so much, yeah.
That's civic pride.
It is from pride of Newport.
See, if you guys actually came together, you could be almost a well-balanced music lover, couldn't you? A bit of Goldie Looking Chain, a little bit of Mark Lanigan, it could actually work on paper. I like both those bands. I think they both, you know, got their place. I can understand why you think GLC are GLC.
Actually, I didn't actually.
You do like them.
I haven't made my mind up.
Yeah. Well, the album.
You're a bit of a pure rap kind of person, aren't you?
What's the greatest rap album of all time? That's a tough question. Or even the greatest rap group of all time.
America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, man. Now that's an album. I tell you, leaving NWA and he goes and hooks up with the Bomb Squad.
The Nigga You Love to Hate.
That is the album. Incredible. Seriously, I had the gaffle of JD's Gaffle Burger. Fantastic.
Didn't it? Was he shadowboxing when we played Reading once? Remember Ice Cube?
He was, yeah. But it was kind of like he was shadowboxing, and also Henry Rollins was doing like, you know.
Well, you know, when he speaks with his hands, Terminator X, you know, it's hard to get anything out of that guy. He speaks with his hands. You know, I was in Cardiff the other day, right, and I was
doing your Barclay tour.
I was doing. Well, that's coming up on Friday. You going to come down and hang out? You guys going to come and check it out?
I'll watch you on the telly.
All right. Fair enough. I was there hanging out at the university doing a gig out there, and I was driving towards Millennium Stadium, and you know what? It just astounded me, the thought of you guys filling that on one night, and just what an incredible occasion it must have been, and on the Millennium as well. It just really struck me because I'd never seen the stadium in full view.
I feel the same every time we go there to watch rugby or football. Me and Jim nudge each other and go, cool. Yeah, you know, we full this.
You had more people because you had the floor.
It was.
And every time we go to see a sporting event there, we go, well, we were the last winning performance there. Because everything we see there just loses, whether it be football or rugby.
Good hicks, gentlemen. Well done.
Do you fancy coming down to see New Zealand, Wales, and we'll get you a nice corporate box and we'll invite you down?
It's a deal.
Welsh lamb?
It's a deal. It's a deal, man.
You're going to blow us up for that.
No, I am so not going to blow you up for that because the last 2 games I've watched out here, man, would be at Twickenham and we've lost both times.
At least you know you're going to beat us.
I wouldn't say that at the moment.
No.
Seriously, I wouldn't say that. I told you to get back around to rugby. I promise when we return, we'll talk a little bit more about the music. Now is just to get a hello out of Sean and the cycle is complete. Pigs will fly over Hampstead Heath and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse will be...
Sean's just kind of like retired into his kind of like older eccentric kind of like his ambition is just to have like a wooden house with a porch, grow a big beard, and just open Moro's drum and gun shop.
Yeah. Drums and guns.
You guys have all got it pretty sorted though, I have to say. You know, given the journey that you've been on, the ride that you've been on, like you say, at this point you feeling centered.
Yeah, it's just always been a question with trust for us. We have to trust each other to work in each department. I mean, on the new record, people say, oh, it sounds like drum machines. It's literally Sean saying, I want to sound like a drum machine. I want to be Michael Schumacher of drumming. You know, he's just told us to get out of the room. It's like, I don't want to play, I don't want that authentic, hey, it's bands looking at each other, interacting. Bullshit.
Yeah, you want to actually use a studio for what it's there for.
You know, and it's all down to trust. They trust me with artwork and stuff like that. And I trust you with guitar solos.
Let's talk a little bit about the artwork, of course, Lifeblood. So naturally, you know, we've got blood. You know, real blood or fake blood? Don't want to give that away?
Mixture of both.
Mixture of both. All right, because I was going to say, it's very realistic. It's got that dark tint.
It was a brilliant photo shoot, actually, because it was a very attractive naked girl model who covered in blood.
Right. You sent this one out, James?
We went there, actually.
Oh, what were you doing? This is the one time. This is where it all paid off.
There's like 128 shots, but we only chose one. We had to look at the others very hard.
Yeah, I bet you did. Interesting. No.
You blow that one out?
Interesting. Let's talk about this forthcoming tour. Who are you going to take on the road with you? Because I know you love picking your support bands.
Yeah, Racer like chief support.
So they get the Nicky White stamp of approval?
Oh, big time. You know, anyone who's...
JDB? I'm not gonna lie, I just went on with Nick on that one because he just loves the kind of the big mouth bravado kind of thing.
Yeah, and also they're skinny and they're healthy and
they look like a rock band.
They do. They look like a band.
And a green flash as well.
And he wore green flash, which of course I was doing. If he wears long socks now, then that's it.
Oh, the backstage banter that's going to be going on, I tell you. Listen, we're going to come back and we're going to have a little jam session. I think we need to throw one more link into the fire. What are you saying? Let's do it, man.
Oh, we're still not in tune. Never mind.
You solo. I'll play. This is
okay. So you're going G to C to D.
You wanna meet my friend Nicky? All you gotta do is ask.
You got a D now?
I said yeah.
Yeah.
I said yeah. All you gotta do